ओके, लेट अस डिस्कस यूनिफॉर्म कन्वर्जेंस एंड कंटिन्यूटी। ठीक है, सो देखो, आई विल डील विद दीज क्वेश्चंस। फर्स्ट लेट अस टेक द थ्योरम रिलेटेड टू दिस कॉन्सेप्ट। ठीक है, इफ सीक्वेंस एफ एन एक्स is uniformly convergent in a comma b, ठीक है, is uniformly convergent to function f on a comma b, then limit function fx is continuous on a comma b if fn x is continuous on a comma p। ठीक है, बेसिकली अगर सीक्वेंस यूनिफॉर्मली कन्वर्जेंट है इन द गिवन बाउंडेड इंटरवल, then if sequence is of continuous terms, then that continuity is transferred to the transferred on the limit function. Okay, basically if a sequence fn x is continuous, a sequence of continuous term is uniformly convergent to function fx in a bounded interval a comma b, then the limit function so obtained is also continuous in the given interval. Okay, similar statement can be made about series as well. If series summation fn x where n varies from 1 to infinity is uniformly convergent on a comma b, and if fn x, if terms of series, ठीक है, fn x are continuous, then the sum function of this series is also continuous on a comma b. Okay, so basically if series summation fn x is uniformly convergent on a comma b, and if each term of this series is continuous in the given interval a comma b, then even the sum function of this series will be continuous. Okay, this is as simple as that. So let us take some questions. From these we could basically understand this. Okay, अच्छा, इसमें एक चीज़ देखो, एक चीज़ ध्यान रखना है इसमें कि इसमें जो है, जो लिमिट फंक्शन और सम फंक्शन है उनका कंटिन्यूस होना इज़ नॉट बेसिकली फॉर देम टू बी कंटिन्यूस यूनिफॉर्म कन्वर्जेंस इज नॉट नेसेसरी, दैट इज ओनली insufficient condition. ठीक है, इवन व्हेन the sequence is not uniformly convergent, the limit function may still be continuous for a continuous term sequence. ठीक है, so uniform convergence is not a necessary condition, it is only a sufficient condition. Okay, so basically in questions generally what way we will use this is that we'll get the limit or sum function and we'll see if the limit or sum function is discontinuous at some point, then we'll say कि it can't be uniformly convergent, because if it would have been uniformly convergent provided that the term of sequence and series are continuous, then of course its limit or sum function should have been continuous. But if limit or sum function is not continuous, then we'll comment that the given series or sequence एज द केस में बी इज नॉट यूनिफॉर्मली कन्वर्जेंट। ओके, सो ये बहुत यूजफुल है, इनफैक्ट बहुत यूज होता है बहुत जगह। ठीक है, सो देखो जैसे इसको सोल्व किया जाए, कमेंट ऑन कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ दिस सम फंक्शन गिवन है हमें ये, ठीक है, या ये सीरीज गिवन है इनफैक्ट। कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ सम फंक्शन क्या होगा? ओके, सो इसमें जो सीरीज हमें गिवन है वो क्या है, साइन एन थीटा डिवाइड बाई 9 power n, where n is natural number. If we could understand from this that if we take modulus of this, that will be less than 1 divided by 9 power n. This is so because modulus of sin n theta is always less than equals to 1। ठीक है, अब देखो यहाँ पे n varies from 1 to infinity and this is the geometric progression in fact, जिसका कि common ratio is less than 1। भाई ये क्या है, इसको अगर लिखा जाए तो दिस इज 1/9 प्लस 1/9 का स्क्वायर एंड सो ऑन टिल इनफाइनाइट टर्म्स, and the common ratio is less than 1, so we can directly use the formula a divided by 1 minus r. The first term is 1/9, 1 minus r is 1/9, ठीक है, so this is basically 1 divided by 8, so this is convergent and convergent to 1/8। okay, so by MN test given series is uniformly convergent for all theta belongs to R, there is no restriction on theta here। ठीक है, okay, also each term of series, देखो sin n theta divided by 9 power n, sin n theta is a trigonometric function, it is of course continuous, each term of series is continuous, so even sum of n terms will be continuous, so would also be continuous। ठीक है, hence the sum function Sx is continuous। I hope it clear है। basically what we did, basically we could come to conclusion that given series is uniformly convergent and each term of this series is continuous for every real number, for every theta belongs to R, so by the uniform convergence concept the sum function will also be continuous, so that way we can say that this Sx is nothing but sum function only। ठीक है, so this will be continuous। okay, not Sx here, this is S theta because we have taken variable S theta, right? okay, so I hope ये समझ में आता है। so S theta is continuous। now let us take next question, summation 1 divided by 2 power n cos argument 3 power n x is continuous for every x belongs to R or not। ठीक है, so we have to comment on the continuity of this function। again we will see first, देखो first point, each term of given series is continuous। this is so because cos is a trigonometry function and continuous everywhere, so this is continuous। second point we'll see that the series is uniformly convergent or not, cos 3n x। ठीक है, if we take modulus of this then this will be less than 1 divided by 2 power n, because whatever be the argument cos will always be bounded function and it will be bounded by 1। ठीक है, modulus of cos will be bounded by 1। ठीक है, where n is 1 to infinity, again this is a geometric progression with common ratio half, so this is 1/2 plus 1/2 square and so on, a divided by 1 minus r, that is 1, so this is 1, so basically this series is bounded above by 1, so that makes it uniformly convergent, or we can say that by MN test given series is uniformly convergent Okay, so some function summation 2 power minus n cos 3 power n x, where n varies from 1 to infinity, is also continuous. Okay, I hope it clear है, आसान है. Yeah, that is what it is. So the answer is yes, it is continuous. Let us see next question. Question 3. Some function is given and we have to comment. Okay. Okay. Whether given series is uniformly convergent or not. Okay, so this is the one way is that we can sum it up and then we'll use the convergence test. Through that we'll see that mn is 0 or not. Accordingly we'll decide if it is uniformly convergent or not. Other way is इसमें 1 minus x is independent of n, so we can take that out. X power n varies from 0 to infinity. So this is 1 minus x and this is 1 plus x square and so on, x power n minus 1 if we take sum of n terms. Okay, so this is 1 minus x and this is again geometric progression. The sum of geometric progression, sum of n terms of a geometric progression is a 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. So the first term is 1 minus common ratio is x power n because total terms are n 1 minus x. Okay, so this we can do only when x is not 1. So when x is not 1, then this 1 minus x and 1 minus x will cancel each other, right? So we'll have 1 minus x power 1 minus x power n. Okay, but when x equals to 1, if we put x equals to 1 here, so this will be 0 by c. Every term is multiplied by 1 minus x. So when x is 1, it will be 0, of course. Okay, अब देखो, if we take the sum function sx is nothing but limit n tends to infinity s n x. So this will be what? Limit n tends to infinity 1 minus x की power n, where x is less than 1, in fact greater than 0, equals to 0, and x equals to 1 पे 0 है. So if we put limit n tends to infinity, because यहाँ पे जो x है वो less than 1 है, so less than 1 की power infinity is 0, so this is basically 1 when x is less than 1, and this is 0 when x equals to 1. So some function is not continuous. ठीक है. So what we can say is some function is not continuous at x equals to 0. So given series is not uniformly convergent in 0, 1, any interval containing 1, then this series won't be uniformly convergent in that interval. ठीक है. So इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. So basically देखो, what we did here, that the sum function is not continuous, but the terms of series are continuous because they are polynomials. Again, the sum function is not continuous, but the terms are continuous. So that is only possible when the series is not uniformly convergent, because if series is uniformly convergent, then some function has to be continuous. Okay, I hope it clear. So let us take this last question. Okay, question 4. fnx is given as tan inverse nx, where x belongs to 0, 1. Okay, so if we get the limit function fx, that is nothing but limit n tends to infinity fnx. Okay, so see, when x is equals to 0, जब x will put 0, then tan inverse 0 is 0. ठीक है, when x is not 0, then when we will put limit n tends to infinity, then this will be tan inverse infinity, that is pi by 2. Okay, so again same thing, as fn x is continuous, in 0, 1, but limit function fx is not continuous in 0, 1. Of course 0 पे नहीं है, 0 is part of our interval. Okay, so given sequence is not uniformly convergent in 0, 1. ओके, आई होप ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है. अच्छा, इससे रिलेटेड और भी प्रॉब्लम्स है मलिक एंड अरोड़ा में अनसॉल्व, वहाँ से वो कर सकते हो. ठीक है, इसी टॉपिक. ओके.